Have you ever come across people around whom the brain literally refuses to believe in numbers? Because this is not a grandfather in front of you, not a man who lives out, but a man with a straight posture, energy in his eyes, a strong body, and such physical activity that many 30-year-olds lack. Today, we will talk about a man named Famille Spartiate. He is 76 years old, but he looks at least 2 decades younger. And the most interesting thing is that there is no magic, secret pills, or superhero genetics here. His youth is the result of a system that most people have been underestimating for years. And if you watch this video to the end, you will understand one important thing. Aging is not just the age in the passport. Therefore, watch this video to the end. It will be very interesting and useful. So let's get started. The first thing that catches your eye is his constant physical activity. Not rare bursts of motivation, but stability. This is an incredibly important moment. Longevity is almost never built on extreme spurts. It is created by repetitive actions. Famille Spartiate trains regularly and pays special attention to the upper body. And it's not just a matter of aesthetics. As people age, they rapidly lose muscle mass, especially after the age of 40 to 50. This process is called sarcopenia. It is the loss of muscles that makes a person visually older, weaker, slower, and less energetic. But there is one more important point. Famille Spartiate does not train exclusively indoors. He spends a lot of time outside, and it has a tremendous effect on health. Modern man lives in an artificial environment, artificial light, air conditioners, screens, lack of contact with nature, and the body has been developing for millions of years in completely different conditions. When a person is outside regularly, especially in the morning, the body receives natural light, which regulates circadian rhythms. It directly affects sleep recovery, hormones, and even the rate of aging. Another strong factor of his youth is his environment. He communicates with like-minded people, and most people don't even realize how much it affects aging. If there is constant talk about illness, fatigue, and age is no longer the same around a person, the brain begins to accept this as normal. The psyche is incredibly contagious. People copy each other's lifestyle. If your environment is passive, the likelihood that you too will begin to fade away increases dramatically. His psychological approach to age is also very interesting. Famille Spartiate accepts its age. And it sounds simple, but it's actually a huge difference. There are people who start fighting with time after 50. They live in constant fear of aging, and fear is a chronic stress. Chronic stress destroys the body faster than many bad habits. It increases inflammation, impairs sleep, and accelerates skin and vascular aging. Accepting age is not a surrender. This is a rejection of internal warfare. A person stops wasting energy on denying reality and directs it to action. That is why many people who are calm about age look younger than those who are obsessed with trying to preserve their youth at all costs. And here we come to another fundamental principle: positive thinking. But not to that primitive positive, where a person pretends that problems do not exist. It's about something else. Famille Spartiate thinks as if life goes on. He doesn't have an internal mindset of the best years are behind us. And this is critically important because the brain affects the body much more strongly than many people think. When a person loses interest in life, the body gradually begins to save energy. Activity decreases, hormonal levels worsen, and motivation to move decreases. Aging is accelerating, but when a person has goals, habits, movement, and a sense of meaning, the body receives a completely different signal. It remains on, and it's visible from the outside. Very often, real youth is not smooth skin. It is a vital energy. Another important thing is recovery. Most people think that youth is created only by training, but the body becomes stronger not during exercise, but after it. It is during the recovery period that adaptation takes place. If a person is constantly overloaded, does not get enough sleep, and lives in chronic stress, the body begins to collapse. It is also interesting that Famille Spartiate does not look like a man obsessed with an ideal lifestyle. And this is also part of the secret. Many people try to live the right life so much that they turn their health into a source of anxiety. They are constantly looking for new diets, afraid of every harmful food, chasing fashionable techniques. But the nervous system doesn't like extremes. Longevity is more often based on simple, basic things that repeat over the years. Moreover, it is important to understand that the goal is not just to live longer. The main thing is the quality of these years. You can live to 80 and feel like a wreck. Or you can move, train, maintain strength and interest in life at 76. And the difference between these scenarios is often formed long before old age, in daily habits. Therefore, if you really want to slow down aging, do not start by looking for a magic pill. Start by asking yourself, how active are you? Do you have muscles? How do you sleep? How much time do you spend outside? What kind of environment do you have? What do you think about every day? Because youth is not just a face in the mirror. This is the state of the whole organism. The history of Famille Spartiate shows one simple but powerful thing. Age does not automatically turn a person into weak and tired. The body is able to maintain strength much longer than is commonly believed, but he needs an incentive to do that. We need movement, exercise, recovery, and the right state of mind. And perhaps the most inspiring thing here is that you can change direction at almost any age. The body can adapt for an amazingly long time. Even a small increase in activity, improved sleep, and regular exercise can significantly change a person's energy level and appearance in a few months. The body gratefully responds to taking care of it, even if you used to ignore your health for many years. Friends, what do you think of this man? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video that's currently appearing on your screen.